Steps. Hi, today I am going to explain how to deploy Talend job into Snowflake using Apache Airflow. Here we are launching the Apache Airflow in the EC2 instance. So very first step, setting up the Snowflake account. How to do this? Here, if you don't know how to download and install the Snowflake account, I will give the link in the description box that you can refer. Okay. Here we have to create. Okay. Here I have created a table. That is, you copy this one, simple table. Okay, this is the table which we have to put the file in the S3 bucket. This CSV file in the S3 bucket, and we have created the stage. This is the stage detail. Here we have connected to the S3 bucket location, and then access key and secret key we have given, and then CSV format. So what is the format here which we are going to load in S3 bucket? That is the CSV format. How to create this one? This is the first is the structure. Just copy paste it and you paste it here, it will be created. Now here we have created the CSV format. Okay, skip header, this is the format, actual format. Okay, and then we have connected to the S3 bucket, right? Stage we have created. The location, the S3 location, which where the file will be loaded, and the access key, and this AWS secret key. Where you will get this one? Here in the security credentials, in the AWS account, security credentials. Here you can get it, access key. Once you create the access key, download it, because it will be not giving you the password again. Okay, it is not showing you the password again. Now this show stage, if you do, then I not have created any stage, so only one stage is there. It will show only one. Select start from this. Since the data is not there, so it will show empty. So this is the setup which you need to do in Snowflake. Okay, what are those? Table structure you need to create, the table structure which you need to move from the Talend to the Snowflake, and then stage you need to create. The stage is here, stage is to pull the data from the S3. Okay, and CSV format is, which format is the data is there? It is in CSV format. This is the Snowflake part. Now move to the Talend part. Here in Talend we have just pre-job, then T component. Here we in this T component connection we have created Snowflake, then edit. In metadata connection we have done. This is the ID. See here you can get the ID details in account. See, copy this URL, and then you can paste it here, then remove this part. Okay, that is the ID. I already pasted, so I will not do it again. User ID is at the time of creating, you have my profile. If you go, or account admin is a role. Okay, so everything will be defined here. Database, warehouse, compute h, database. What is the database? What is the warehouse which you have created? Okay, so the connection will be done. Test connection you can do, test connection, and then test connection. See, connection is successful. Next, okay, now select this table or not, it is up to you. Finish it. This is it will not responding. It will take time to finish. Yes, only a few jobs are there in Talend. Okay, modified. See, make sure data is loading. The job is running perfectly. So TB connection we have built. Okay. Then TDB row 1. Here we have to define where it should copy. Copy into Airflow. This is the table name in Snowflake. Okay. And the stage which we have created in the Snowflake. And what is the format of it? File format is this one, CSV. So this is the one, and then tdb commit connection we have to end. Just to select the, see here also you can select the tb connection one, that is which we have created here, right, tb connection. This also you need not to create, it will take automatically. Okay, tb connection, tb commit, okay, then post job, and then tb close. We can check it whether it is moving manually or not. So okay, data is moving manually or not. We can see here the count is 0 here, number of rows are 0. Once it will move manually, we can check it out whether data is moving or not. Okay, okay, see here just connection got successful, and here if I refresh data has to be loaded. See, 3 records are loaded. We can see the data preview, 3 records are loaded, but we require the data to be loaded by automatically, that is deploying the Talend job. Okay, so I will truncate this one, recheck, there should be no data, and this also I will refresh it. Here also no data is there, data preview is 0, no data is there. This job is successfully running in manually. Now how to deploy it automatically, schedule it? Now we have to right click. In order to build the job, we have to build the job first, build it, then this job should be closed in order to build. Okay, save it. After that, right click, build the job. Okay. If you click it here, it will be extract all the files which is build, which is in build. Uncheck that one, don't change anything, make it, keep it default. And this is the desktop. On desktop we are building it, finish it. It will take time, and it will build the job on desktop. I already created it, so I need not to create one more time. See, I have exported it. Okay, so this is how to set up the Talend job. Snowflake part also over, Talend also over. Now how to build the job Talend also over, this part is also over. Now in the setting of object flow, so before that we have to, I will explain you how to write the DAG and how to write the packages which we required in preload packages in EC2 instance. Okay, first I will go to the packages. These are the packages. Okay, now this is a shell file, so hash bin exclamatory mark slash bin slash bash is the first line of the shell script. So here whatever the log it will generate, those logs we are copying in the log file. In Snowflake we have to create 3 buckets. Okay, one bucket in the 3 folders, one folder by the name log, another by the name code base, another by the name sequential loading. Okay, we will check it. See, whatever the files which is executed or not, that status will be captured by this log in this log file. Okay, so we have to copy this into the log file. Then sudo apt update java open Talend open studio we required, so we have to install java. Then zip file we are using, so unzip we have to load. Python operator we are using here, so Python and bash operator we are using here, so we have to load the Python also. Then virtual machines, since we are creating a database by using PostgreSQL where Apache Airflow file directories are there, so we require virtual machine. And here the Apache Airflow we have to install, and the Snowflake we have to install in Apache Airflow. Inside Apache Airflow we have to install Snowflake. And here we have to install the Postgres, where we have to create the database of create a database Airflow, create password, grant permission to Airflow. Okay, is a virtual machine, is a virtual space. Then Airflow init. Okay, user ID and password also we have to define the user ID and password in order to launch the Airflow. Okay, here we have created the Airflow directory. and we have installed the Apache Hive in it, and we are copying the file from S3 bucket code base. Whatever the DAGs which I have written, we have placed in the code base that we are copying, okay, to this virtual machine space. And also we are unzipping the file, and we are copying that unzipping file from S3 bucket. So we are unzipping and copying and pasting it, right? So this is the DAG which we have, this is the log files which we need to generate at the time of launching the EC2 instance. These are the packages which are required for installation. Okay, now move on to DAG file. Here initially we have importing all the necessary packages. There is a S3 key sensor is required, since we are launching the key sensor. As soon as the bucket in the bucket, as soon as data will come and loaded, it has to trigger the Talend job. So it has to be run. I make it off, the trigger part also I make it off. This is a DAG arguments. The standard procedure is there for running a DAG. S3 bucket is nothing but airflow. Bucket name airflow. Okay, here we have to write the bucket name as airflow. Okay, so DAG. Let us recreate it, all the files in S3 bucket. We have to create a S3 bucket by the name airflow ts. I will change this name, and landing directory also let it be like that only, code base. Okay. So this is the here S3 bucket file name, S3 bucket name we have to put, and what is the directory where we have to put the CSV file. Once if you put the CSV file success.txt, then it will stop. Okay. S3 key sensor we have to define it. The scheduling, not to do the scheduling, I have switched off this scheduling part. Then here bash operator. So the task name, whatever you can define here is okay. That is your unique task name. And the bash command, sh, the file which is copied in the virtual machine of airflow, that file, unzipped file, here from unzip this file which is unzipped, from here we have to pick the talend.sh file. Okay, this contains the talend job what to perform. Okay, and once the sensor is executed, you have to load the data into the table. Let us create our new S3 bucket here. Create a bucket. Name of the bucket we can keep it as Snowflake Talend to Snowflake, Talend to SNF, that is Snowflake, Talend to Snowflake. Copy it. Okay, without keeping as default status, place it. So we have to open it. Just paste it here, replace this one here. It is a bucket name. Okay, now we have to create 3 folders. One is landing directory, and say anything you can give, any name you can give. I will give this name only, landing directory. Create folder by the name landing directory, create it. Okay, once you have uploaded the CSV file here, it will load. Then what else? Log files we have to create. In the log files will come here, the name is bucket name is this one, so keep the bucket name, stop this, and here you have to create the log files. Log folder also you need to create folder, one more folder, log, okay, by the name logs. You can copy the URL, s3 URL, okay, and then you can paste it here. See, it is the same thing what I have edited. After that, here this is the zip file name, that is Talend job name. and this here is a folder, is airflow. Okay, code base. Yeah, copy to S3. Here we need to change the name. This name also we need to change. That is the name is Talend. Is the name. This is the bucket name is this one. And one more thing, we need to create the code base. That is one more folder we need to create by the name code base. You can give any name. I'm keeping as it is. So this is the code base name. You can copy this URL and paste it here also. It is one and the same. Okay. See, I will show you. See, this is the URL code base. Okay. Here what we are doing is we are copying whatever the DAG which you have written in the code base to the virtual machine. Okay, of Postgres where Airflow is launched. Okay, and then unzipping the same name we have kept, so no need to change this name here. Okay, now we have to add this in this code base. We have to add the DAG and this DAG and the Talend file, which we have to copy it from our extracted file. Okay, so I will open this code base. This Talend file I will load first. Load the DAG file first. I will load the DAG file. Load. Then close it. DAG file is correct, right? Airflow migration to SNF is that name of this DAG. Then landing directory. Then this one is correct. Okay. Now we will load this script, this .zip file. It will take time since the file is more. Okay, upload. It will take 42 MB is there. I have 100 Mbps plan, so it will be fast. Okay, it is over, done. Now DAG file is done, and then S3 to Talend zip also done. Okay. Now in landing directory, we have to paste in landing directory. We have to paste the this CSV file. Okay, where it is, this CSV file. Okay. Now what is there inside this? I will open it. Only small data is there, right? So we have to place this CSV file in the landing directory. In landing directory, we have to place the CSV file. It is done. Close it. Here is the CSV file. So in the code base, what we have placed? We have placed the DAG and the S3 bucket zip file, and then landing directory we have placed the CSV file. And here, once we launch the EC2 instance, at that time it will generate automatically. The log will be generated. What is the log? It is nothing but the packages which you need to install. This is the packages which you need to install. Let us create the EC2 instance. Before creating the EC2 instance, you have to create the role. I will create this one first. IAM role. The role is important here. Okay. In this EC2 instance, we have to define the roles. So role is there. Here I have a admin role here for full access role, S3 bucket full access role I have created just now. I have created 1 hour back or something. Okay. Now how to create the role? Create a role. Let it be default. Here you have to select the EC2. This is the first is okay. Select next. Then S3 full access. S3 full access. So select it. Next, give the role name. Then create the role. So it is simple. I have already created, so I will not create it one more time. Okay. Now let's start how to launch the EC2 instance. Launch it. Give your name as Airflow migration deployment, you can give deploy. Okay, this one is Ubuntu, you have to select. After that, here you have to select, since we are using PostgreSQL, so Postgres required T2 small, so T2 small we can select. Then any key pair you can select. If it is not there, then you can create it. Create a key pair. Pemp is okay. Create one. A key pair name you have to do airflow key pair. Airflow key pair. Create it. Okay, so it is downloaded. If you are launching through Windows, then you have to use this. If you are launching through Windows, then the key pair which is required here is Putty. The software which is used to Putty the software in Windows. In Linux or Apple Mac OS, we are using the terminals of Linux, so we have used a PEM file. But here we are not launching it. We are using it using the Amazon AWS services only. Inside Amazon service only. Okay, so it is not required there. Keep here. Okay, in advance you have to select. Then here you have to set the role which I have created already. Okay, this role has full access to S3 bucket. Then leave this as it is. Choose. Here you have to select the package. See, the location is correct. Okay, package is updated. Now launch. Okay, you can go back to the EC2 running instances. It will come here. See, instance is running here for deploy. Okay, but it should not. We should not run it actually, because here in S3 bucket we have created a log file. Remember, in that log file the files should be generated. Okay, here the file should be generated, then only we have to launch the S3. Meanwhile, we can edit the security groups so that we can launch airflow. Security, this we have to edit. Then edit inbound rules. Here we have to add the rule all traffic IP4. Then just save it so that we can easily launch using the public IP address of this EC2 instance. Running one. Okay, here toolbar to check will come and the log will generate. This will take approximately 10 to 15 minutes, or it may take half an hour. Okay, I will pause the video, then I will be back after half an hour. Okay, it not executed yet. It will still take time. Before that, I will explain you how to give the access to the bucket, public access to the bucket. See, this is a S3 bucket. Okay, here this is the one which we are using. Permissions you have to give. Go. This if you give also it is okay. Here, see here, block all public access. Only the role which you have created, he can access the bucket, access your bucket. But we required everyone who has a link of this bucket, they need to access the bucket. So what we can do, we can edit it. Just uncheck this one, then save changes. Confirm you have to write. Confirm. Okay, so anyone with the link of this bucket, they can access. Now this if you give also it is okay, it is not give also it is okay. So I will check it whether the log will generate or not. Still it is not generated. Only after generating we have to do the connect option here. We have to do the connect option here. This is checked 2x2 check pass, but only once the log will generate, after that only we have to go for the connect option after checking whether a log is properly executed or not. Okay, the log is generated. We'll refresh it, download this log. See here, you have to come at the end should be initialized, done. If some error will be there, then you have to recheck it, recheck your packages, and then you have to run it one more time, generate one more time. Okay, now there is no error, so we will good to go. Landing directory also it is loaded. Okay, now we have to launch the instance. Connect. So scheduler and web browser, you have to two things you have to access. So you have to run some codes here. Execute the below codes. First thing, this is a local machine, a virtual machine. Okay, where EC2 instance is launched. Here we have to go to source. This one. If you put ls, then the airflow DAG and venue will be here. And if you go inside DAG, cd DAG ls, if you do, see here DAG file which you have created, and then you have pasted in the S3 bucket, and this zip file which you have pasted in S3 bucket, it is already there present. Okay, those two files already here in the DAG files. That is copied from the code base by executing this code. Zip file, it is copy from the whatever code base is that is copied, and then it is unzip command executed, and unzip it and paste it here. See the unzipped also there, S3 unzip. If you want to see, you can see cd s3, okay, ls, then you can see the what are the codes are there. Here it is nothing but this file we have to use. Okay, now okay, so clear it. Here we can write the DAG also if you want to see what is the DAG. vi or inside that part. First you have to go into inside DAG ls, in cd DAG DAGs. Okay, then ls. Here vi, if you want just to see cat command is there, or you can edit and see va command will be there. Here what is the DAG which you have written, insert it, press I. Then this is the DAG. Here migration DAG name is migration snf, the name which is displaying the airflow. This is the file from where Talend will copy. So I did not edit anything right now. Escape wq save. Okay, now cd dot. Here as I told you, you have to install, you have to duplicate this one EC2 instance. One will run the scheduler and another one will run the web browser. Okay, so again you have to copy paste source, so you have to go to source bin, and here you have to, don't worry, all these things I will give it to you in the description box. What are the codes which I have used, paste it, and here also you can paste it, airflow db init, so that you know to execute the airflow, Apache airflow here. Here web browser you can type web browser, paste it, and here is the scheduler, web server and the scheduler, paste it. Okay, Once this will be executed, you have to open it and instances, go to instances, copy the public IP address. Since we have changed the security group for this IP address, we can log in into for all traffic. So the port of Apache Airflow is 8080. Enter. Okay. Now what is the user and password you have given? In packages we have defined it. See, admin 123 is the password and Airflow is the username. So Airflow will be the username, admin 123 is the password. I will copy paste this password here. I will paste it here. Sign in. Okay, see here, already job which is there in the DAG file, it is there present. Since the data is not here, no data is here, zero data preview. Okay. Now I can run the job. Before that we have to go to the config connection, admin connection we have to go, and we have to edit this AWS database, because we have mentioned here so we have to, in the DAG file we have defined it, right? In the DAG file we have defined the connections, connection to S3, okay, using okay. So this thing we have to define here. In the S3 we have to go to default, Athena default, it is not Athena default, connection, AWS default, and here we have to paste our secret access key and the key which is credentials. You can open, see these two things we have to paste it, secret access ID, okay, this one, hey, this is the one below, paste it, and here you have to paste the secret key. Copy and paste it here. Here in the description you can write for any descriptions if you want, or else you can save it. Save. Okay. Now we have to connect to the Snowflake. So we have to, connection name is Snowflake. Sometimes it will ask here Snowflake, because we have packages we have installed in the EC2 while creating the EC2 instance, the Snowflake packages, it is showing here, or else it will not show here. In Airflow it is not show here. Description, connect to Snowflake, connect to SNF. Schema of the Snowflake is have written everything. Username, schema, description. Schema is what? Schema is Airflow. Paste it. Login. Snowflake username. Username is this one. Paste it. Password is this one. Paste it. Then account name is the one. Paste it. Warehouse is compute.h. Compute.h is a warehouse name. Paste it. Database is Airflow SNF. Paste it. And region and role All these details you can get it from Snowflake only. Where you can get it, I will show you. Region and role is admin, account admin. Paste it. Okay, let this be. Okay, save it. Okay, from where you can get it means if you come here, this is the URL and this is the region, this is the admin is the role, account admin is the role. Okay, all the details you will get it from here. Then this Snowflake is done and your flow is done. Now we can run our DAG. See, 0 records is there still. I will refresh it and show it to you. Before running and after running I am showing you. Okay, now I will enter it. I will run it by manually because none we have scheduled here, so it is running queue. It is coming in the running state. Success, restart, failure, everything we can define. We can check the log if you want. If you can check the graph if you want. Here we have to click on the migration SNF. Then on this, if you can put the graph here. See, the graph is there. Now the running, it is running. Bash operator, it will move the file to the SNF. Okay. If you want to see the logs, then we can see the logs also here. I think we have to put the success email for the further operation. So I will create one success text. See, this DAG we have written now. Here we have written the file. Once the success.txt will be present, then only it will enter. So I will create the name. It is not moving this one here, so I will create one more file here, text file, and keep the name as success. That's it. And empty file I will create and I will paste it inside this S3 bucket, the launching directory. I will paste it here. Once I will paste it, it will trigger the Snowflake Talend job. Close it. See, success, it will came. Now I think it will move. Yeah, success. Okay, once I put the success text, because in the company, see, it is successfully loaded the file. Now we can check it, refresh it. See, 3 records are loaded. Data preview. See, the deployment is completed. So we have successfully deployed the Talend job into the Snowflake by using Apache Airflow. Okay, here is a simple file which I have executed and showed to you. It may be the complicated file, some complicated structures will be there, and this scheduling also I have scheduled it to the none. See, this here I scheduled it to the none, or you can schedule daily basis, or you can give the time also in the DAG file. Okay, this is how we will do the deployment of Talend job by using Airflow, Apache Airflow. I will give the links in the description box. Also, I will give the link of my GitHub account where I will put these codes and all those things. These codes I will put there. Okay, bye bye, take care, thank you so much.